I'll be showing you three life-changing ways of using ChatGPT and your AI tools. So I realized that a lot of us still use AI tools and ChatGPT tools as like a fancy search engine, like a fancy Google tool where you just go and then maybe search for very basic information. Like for instance, here I was asking who's the president of Nigeria, who's the president of the United States of America, like just very basic stuff. Like a lot of people just use it as the same way they use Google tool search engine, whereas this tool can actually do a lot more. And if you're just using it to retrieve information, like the information you're getting may not actually be as accurate as you may think. So for instance, I was asking it like, when does its training data stop? These things are like AIs that train using a set of data. So I was asking it, when does your training data stop? And it says that my training data goes up to June 2024. Okay, and I'm shooting this in August 2025. So that's like 1 year plus backward. So some information that this guy might be giving you might not be as accurate if that's, that's all you're using it for. So yeah, so today I thought of it, like how can I make this different. So I know personally I've used ChatGPT to do a lot of things. I've definitely used it to improve my own personal productivity. So today I'll probably be showing you, like I said, three very useful ways that you can apply this to your own life to actually improve your productivity and skyrocket your research. This is from personal use over the months, just trying different things, different iterations, and then seeing the output. So I've decided to share this with you. So I have three very basic ways, like I said, that I'm going to show you how to use this tool. So the very first way that I'll show you to use this tool is to use it as your document compression engine. Okay, so this is for people that maybe you use a lot of large form documents. You read a lot of documents. So say for instance, see the prompts that I'm putting here. It says you're my document compression engine. Okay, and I gave it a context, that I have this 20-page SLA document, and I need to identify what I should act on. So what do I want ChatGPT to do for me? So I want it to extract like the 5 most important points, inside the document, and then I want it to list, what actions that are needed from that document, who needs to do what and at what time. Then I also ask it to help me highlight the conclusions in that document, and also to flag possible questions. I ask it to summarize it and to make it just maybe like 250 words, and then to organize it in different sections. So this is one very productive way that you can use this tool if you're like someone that handles a whole lot of very large form documents. You read a lot of policy documents, contract documents. This is a way for you to just extract the juice from your documents. One way I use this, so for instance, and of course, if you're using this prompt, you have to go ahead and click on this tool to maybe attach the file, the document that you wanted to extract. So for me, one recent way that I've used this tool, I'll just remove this prompt and then paste a new one. The exact same format but for a different document. So I was trying to use this to because I was applying for jobs, and I didn't just want to read some job descriptions that are very voluminous, lots of pages, and I didn't just have the patience to read all that. So this is the prompt I used to just get it to extract the juice from like the application document and just tell me what to focus on. So for instance, I say that I have this job description document, right here, and I want it to identify what I should act on. So what do I want it to do for me? So I say it should extract the 5 most important points. What are the top essential responsibilities for that role? What are the salaries and the benefits? Then the qualifications, and then to describe what the ideal candidate should be like. And then Grammarly is not letting me be great here. So I said that we should, maybe summarize it into about 250 words and then organize it in sections. And then when you do that, you go ahead and attach your document, which I'll do here. I'll probably find like a job description document. If I can find something. Let me see. Okay, I find one here, and then so I attach this. So just wait for it to attach. It's all done. Then I send it forward. So ChatGPT should be able to, just explore this document, and within seconds should be able to spew out, the juice of it, like based on the requirement that you did here. So you see that it's giving me like the top five takeaway from the role. Ask it to extract like the 5 most important points from the documents, which it's done here. It's giving me like the top 5, the role focus, the key impact, the tech stacks, certifications that matter, and culture fit. So those are like the 5 top takeaways. And then next one was essential responsibilities, the salaries and the benefit, the qualifications, and it's arranging it in like, in sections like I had asked it to do. And lastly, what the ideal candidate should be. Say that should be experienced, certified, compliance professional with strong technical acumen, all that information. So in split seconds, I can just, go through and like, these are the main focus of this particular document. And I literally don't need to read the entire 5 pages of the job description. So this is very handy. Like I said, you can apply this to any of your documents. If you read large contract documents, if you read policies, and maybe you work in legal, and if you work in space, if you're a student as well, you could do this. If you have like large PDFs or even videos, you can get ChatGPT to extract the major focus for you to focus on. So don't forget, the first one was us using ChatGPT as a document compression engine. Okay, that's the first one. The next one we'll be looking at is you using a ChatGPT as a document as a communication composer. Okay, as a communication composer. So I'll paste the prompt here to explain what I mean. So you give it a context. First of all, you could say you are my, sorry, I keep saying documents. You are my communication composer. Okay, so you say that first, then you give it the context, and you say, I want you to write a professional email to a client, about a project delay, but I want to maintain their trust and also provide new timelines. So what do I want you to do? I want you to draft an email, and then the tone you should use for that email should be a professional and apologetic tone. Okay, and then what should be included in that email? It should include new timelines, what's the reason for the delay, what are we doing to prevent the delay, and then you want the email to be just 100 to 150 words character. Then you give it like the background of the entire story, what actually happened, what the project is about. So in the background, I say here that the delay is due to key members resigning abruptly, and then and that actually pushed back the timelines because the project has a very long learning curve, and then we're currently interviewing for replacements. Okay, so you sort of give it like the background, what your story is about, and then you go ahead and get it to craft a very professional email that you can send to your clients. Okay, and then so we just wait for it to give us a response here. I need to update my browser. It's sort of very slow. Okay, so it's crafted the email. It gives you the subject of the email, and then you have to fill in all these other parts by yourself, and it just drafts you something within seconds. So you probably not going to copy this and then just send it over to your client, but this sort of gives you the first maybe 60 to 80% kind of draft, and it gives you the rough idea, and then you can go to sort of fine-tune this and tailor it to fit your client, and then just make sure that the tone is what you want, and it looks professional, and then you can push this forward to your client. So this is very, very helpful. It makes you very productive. Sometimes you could just have maybe sit on your system for a very long time trying to decide or trying to draft this email, and you might just spend the whole day on this. But giving you this idea within seconds, you can build on this, and then your productivity is improved. So that's the second one as a communication composer. And the last one I want to show you, the last way you can use ChatGPT is as a learning accelerator. Now, what does that mean? We learn every day. We learn different skills, different things, every day. ChatGPT can also, your AI tools can actually help you to sort of hasten or accelerate that learning process. So I'm saying for number 3 that it should act as my learning accelerator. Okay, so I give it a context that I need to learn an advanced Excel function for my new data analyst role, but I only have 3 hours in a week. And then I need to I need the practical skills fast. And then I say that I already know the basic formulas. So what I want to learn is to learn, lookup, array formulas, and data visualization techniques. So these are the things I want to learn. So what do I want this tool to help me with? I want the tool to help me to create a focused learning plan, and then these are the things that I want to learn. So I say number 1, I want you to list essential skills that I must practice first. Okay, then the second one is to identify 80% of that skill that I can actually learn in 20% of the time. Okay, then I also say you should recommend top 3 resources that I can use to learn this, and also to help me set clear milestones and realistic weekly plan for me to follow based on my 3 hours per week time frame, and also to give me weekly exercises to help me test my my understanding. So you can you can modify this this prompt to suit whatever you're trying to learn, whatever new skill you're trying to acquire, and then you just send it off to ChatGPT, and it should be able to you should be able to create something that you can work with, using your time, and then with the time frame, give you areas of focus, and then to just help you, with a very short time, instead of wasting time just chasing or looking at too many documents. This can help you to just sort of tailor and narrow it down to what's most important. So you see that it's given me here the essential skills that I should practice first is for me to learn lookup, array formulas, data aggregation, data visualization, and error handling. So it's giving me like the 5 most important things to focus on, to learn and practice first of all. Okay, then I said it should also give me like 80% of the skill that I can actually learn in 20% of the time, and then it's giving me the skills that I can master, get 80% of value in just 20% of the time, and it breaks it down here for me. Okay, then next I asked it to give me the top 3 resources that I can learn this. It's given me all that, and then also went ahead to include the reasons why these are really cool. So for Excel Jets, for instance, it says that they're super concise tutorials, and then they give you cheat sheets on formulas and functions. So it gives you the tool, which already you can see value in that. And then it also goes ahead to draft a 4-week learning plan based on our 3 hours per week availability. It breaks it down, week 1, week 2, week 3, what you should focus on, the topics you need to cover, and then for every week, what milestone you should try to hit. And then it also gave me the 5 weekly exercises that I asked for, just to check my understanding of the skills. So you see that this is this is so much value. Okay, there's so much value packed into this. So if you're able to use your AI tools to use ChatGPT this way, you see that you're getting much more value from this, rather than you just using it as a Google search tool. Okay, this is you pushing it, getting it to go beyond and to actually, help you improve your productivity. If you know me, if you follow this channel, you know that I'm very big on improving your productivity, skyrocketing your productivity. And this is one way, that your everyday tool that you have access to, like ChatGPT, can actually help you improve your productivity. So I said I was going to share top 3 life-changing AI prompts that you can use to improve your productivity, and I've given you all 3. The first one was to use as a document compression engine, and then the second one was for you to use it as your communication composer, and then the last one we just looked at is for you to use it as your learning accelerator. Okay, I didn't want to make this video very long, and it's feeling long already. Thank you for watching. If you got value from this, let me know, and if you have any questions, you could send it to me in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.